this and we're like, okay, we're good, just come up here and click scene. What's up, everyone? We're excited that you guys are here today. We are going to be doing some ice cream taste testing, and we have a couple guests with us that are actually going to be hosting this. And so essentially today we're going to have this student team all participating, all hosting, and as you can see, one of them is slowly dancing into the frame right now and hitting us with a sweet dab. Let's get some dabs in the chat, please. So we have seniors, Kyleigh Miller and Hannah Wood today that are going to be hosting for us, and so put some love in the chat for them. We're super excited that they're going to be here hanging out with us today, and so they're going to be kind of serving us up some ice cream. And so you want to walk us through the ice cream brands that we have? Do you know of the brands? Yeah, you can get them out. Bring them on over here. We'll check them out. And so we're going to be blindfolded, and essentially how this is going to work is we're just going to try them. We're going to rate them based on our taste and which ones we think they're the best. All of them are vanilla, so we went with the same flavor of all of them just so we know what's going on. But Hannah's bringing them all over here. So we got some classic Dean's. So we got some Dean's ice cream today. We got some of that Haagen-Dazs. We got some Blue Bunny. Shout out to Lamar's, Iowa. Fun fact about me, I was a taste tester for Blue Bunny ice cream for one semester in college. Wow, dude. Yeah, not gonna lie. And then Eddie's ice cream. So this is that. Oh, it's Edie's? Whatever, dude. And then we got some Breyers. So this is some classic Breyer. So I think these are all of the kinds that we have today. So we're just gonna kind of see how all this stuff goes. And so they're gonna be scooping us up. So I'm just gonna hand on over to them, and whatever they say online, but I can't get in trouble for. So it's in their hands now.
All right, we signed a non-disclosure agreement, so they are not gonna know any of these ice cream brands. So yes, blindfolds on. Let's start with. Okay, let's start with number one. Number one. Where is it? This is number one. Okay, stop cheating, guys. Seriously. This is church. No lying.
Yeah, you can see behind you. Yeah, you can see.
You guys are like the little kids in Heads Up 7-Up that like peek under the table.
I can't see anything.
Hey, it's just bullshit.
Oh!
The strategy in Heads Up 7-Up is to win.
It hit me.
Why did you just scream? All right, what are we rating this ice cream on? Can you give us a little?
All right, we are going to rate this ice cream on a scale of 1 to 10. So take in all the factors, the creaminess, the taste,
Smells good.
the sweetness, the richness, whatever your heart desires.
I have this I'm going in, guys. James is going in.
James is going in. Let us see.
Okay. Oh, nope. That's creamy, dude. Very creamy.
Very creamy.
Very nice.
They look like they stayed up too late.
It's more like a soft serve, to be honest. Yeah, it's super soft, which is why very smooth.
To be fair, yeah, this has been scooped. This has been scooped in the bowl for about 5 to 10 minutes now, so everything's a little bit of soft serve.
It's just blended McDonald's #1.
I like how Culver's.
Okay, well that's not one of the options.
I know it's not one of the options, but it reminds me of that, which means it's good.
Yeah, let's erase this whole rating scale and just say what you think it tastes like.
Based on 1 to 5.
Someone said it's really quiet. There's almost no sound.
Interesting.
They won't be able to hear us very much unless we're like.
You have to point the microphone at them when they're talking.
All right, so let's get rid of the star system.
I can
guys, and go
adjust
scoops.
the volume.
How many scoops would you give this?
Out of 10 scoops.
Out of 10 scoops.
At 10 scoops, I'm gonna start with a 6.5 scoops.
All right, James says 6.5 scoops. What about you, Zane?
Do I got that microphone in front of my face? There we go. I hope y'all can hear me. I give it solid 4. It's too sweet.
Whoa.
Zane gives it a solid 4, which is yes, it is better than a solid 2.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Reminded me of Culver's, which is always a good thing. I'm gonna go with a solid 7. I really like that.
All right, mixed scores over here. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, so I really enjoyed this one too. I didn't get as much of the Culver's vibe. I got more of a McDonald's vibe or which was really good for me. And so I also am going to go with 7 scoops.
All right. So Brandon is going to go with 7 scoops, and nobody else is using the scoop rating system. So, okay, James and Brandon are using the scoop system. Zane and Chris are not. So,
7 scoops.
okay, now let's guess which brand this is. So,
Guess at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I got a good guess. I'm feeling pretty good.
all right, let's read off the brands again so they know what they are.
Yeah.
We have Haagen-Dazs, Dean's, Breyers, Blue Bunny, and Edie's. All right. All right, James, what is your guess?
I'm kind of wrestling between a couple. I haven't had one of those brands before. I have not had it, and so I'm gonna say it is Breyers.
James says it's Breyers. What about you, Zane?
I'm gonna go with Blue Bunny.
All right, Zane's going with Blue Bunny. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Blue Bunny as well. That's the first one that came to mind after having.
All right, Chris says Blue Bunny. What about you,
Guys,
Brandon?
I'm not gonna lie, I was super confident about going for Blue Bunny until James didn't pick it because he was a Blue Bunny taste tester. So I'm gonna stick with Blue Bunny, but I'm not as confident as I was before.
All right, Brandon says Blue Bunny, but he is not confident.
For some reason, I think Breyers. I feel like it's gonna be a little more freezer burn.
Yeah, a little icier, right?
Breyers is freezer burnt. Hot take. Hot take. All right, next one, number 2, is this brand. This brand.
I'm ready, y'all.
All right.
This sucks, guys. Yeah, this
This sucks so bad.
Horrible. Why are we doing
much
this?
of a smell on this one?
Chris says there's not much of a smell.
It's there, but it's just drowned out.
Zane thinks we put dish soap on it.
You know what?
Yeah, you can
Guys,
smell
I
it.
feel like I was probably wrong about the last one because this one feels even more soft.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Breyers and Edie's is known to be a pretty soft.
This is super airy. You know what I mean?
This one definitely has a very distinct flavor, much different than the last one.
This is like Air Jordan over here.
All right, what are we thinking? How does it taste? We know all about the texture, but how does it taste?
I think this tastes worse than the last one, in my
agree.
opinion. It's
Agreed.
like just as sweet, but also airy. I feel like I'm eating a lot of calories, but I'm getting zero satisfaction. So I'm just gonna go straight into my rating, and I'm gonna give this 3 scoops out of 10.
Oh, James gives it 3 scoops. That's a harsh rating. Harsh rating. What about you, Zane?
I'm in the same boat. I don't think it's too airy. I think you know how when you eat a lot of ice cream and then the back of your throat kind of like you get that whatchamacallit, the film.
Phlegm.
I feel like this ice cream is just that film, So
It's kind of gross.
so,
Your throat with the
so I'm just gonna give it a 3 as well. I would not choose to eat this on my own. I don't think.
No, I would not.
All right, harsh critic Zane is.
Yeah, aftertaste is probably -3 if I'm honest. This is not good.
Aftertaste is -3. Okay, what about you, Chris? What do you think?
I was just about to bring up the aftertaste as well. It just wasn't great compared to the first one. Like, I feel bad for whoever's mom buys this for their kid's birthday party. Like, that's
dude. If your mom's buying this, you're not having it.
you are not. You're not. That's
This
like
is
a
this is
disappointment.
how she breaks the bad news to you. If
Oh
you see
my
this ice
gosh.
cream in your freezer, you're like,
This is not.
No.
It's-
we can't have a party.
Yeah, and I agree with you, James. Like, blindfolded, this is like not even worth it.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel
it's just
like
not worth it at all.
I just wasted 100 calories on my day.
Yeah, so I gave the
James,
first
I'm
one
sorry,
7 scoops. So this one, I think I'm gonna go all the way down to a 2 scoop.
wow.
2 scoops. 2 scoops. Wow.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
it matches what 2 represents.
nice. I would say I'm with you guys, and that this is not as good as the last one. The aftertaste is bad, but can we just be honest? It's still ice cream.
It's still ice cream.
It's still ice cream.
I didn't even
So
think it
yeah,
was
so
that great.
so I'm gonna give it
technically a 1.
4 scoops, just because I think
Oh.
that ice cream is
It has to be at
it's
least a 4.
yeah. I don't know that I've ever had a less than 4 scoop ice cream, and I don't think this is bad enough to start that trend today.
thought
I had
so.
black licorice ice cream.
Brandon,
one
do
time.
you remember those Pop Tarts?
And
Those
sweet
blue
corn.
Pop Tarts that you hated?
Corn in it.
If that wasn't an ice cream form, would you give it worse than a 4? Yes. Oh,
100%.
a lower tier.
What if it's
100%.
blended with a raspberry donut and
And a chicken pot pie.
And there were blue raspberry pop rocks on top of it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. All right.
Yikes, that sounds terrible.
Oh wait, did anyone guess what?
Oh yes. Guess the brand. All right.
I think I got my guess. Let's just count three.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah, start at I almost said Brian.
Yeah, start at Living Brew.
Start with Bryn.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm guessing
All
now.
right.
I can't tell. Okay, I think it's the Deans.
Okay.
Brandon thinks it's Dean's.
We're all on the same page.
Are we all going Deans? Are we all just doing
Were you gonna go
I'm
Deans
going
too?
Deans.
I was gonna go Deans.
All right. I'll go in Dean's.
Here's why. Okay, I'm not familiar with Dean's. I've never seen Dean's at a birthday party. I've never seen.
neither.
So I'm like, this
I've
obviously.
never seen Dean's at a grocery store.
Yeah, when I
Is that a
saw it.
Baker's brand?
No, I was at Walmart, and so when I saw it at Walmart, I was like, oh, this is an interesting one.
Who's Dean and who?
Yeah, who?
Where do
Dean-
I gotta go to punch this man in the face for making bad ice
Yeah,
cream?
I think Great Value is probably better than Dean's.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, it just
It's
wasn't
got great
good.
value, dude.
All right.
I think it's
Dean's. Yeah, next one. All right.
I'm ready for some good stuff.
Number 3. Number 3. Oh, wrong way. Number 3. All right. Somebody says we were under the impression that Brandon was on the keto diet. What do you?
Tell him to stop judging me. I'm doing this for the children.
We'll see you guys next week. That was
Oh,
beautiful.
guys, this is good ice cream.
Ooh, James has good opinions on this.
Yeah, you can tell it's melty, but it's way colder than the other ice cream.
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Its temp.
Yeah.
It melts into a good consistency.
Let that sit in your mouth. That's good stuff, right?
Just savor it. Savor it.
Yeah, let's get a little ASMR up in here.
I like that one.
This is good. It's
I'm just kidding. Get that away. I don't know.
I apologize for all of the viewers on the live stream right now. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Who's throwing me under the bus for the keto thing?
Calvary, your own kind.
Friggin' Steve.
This is good, guys.
I think I have a guess too.
This is the
but
best that we've had.
first
I
one.
think I have a guess
Yeah.
as well.
All right,
Curious to see if we're all on the same page.
let us go ahead and give it a score on a scale from 1 to 10 or a scale of 3 to 10 like Brandon likes to do. So what do you think, Brandon?
All right, so for me this was better than the first one, but like it's not like I'm not, super excited about it. It was good. So I'm going to go 8 scoops.
Wow, that's
a solid
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the highest rating so far.
Highest rating.
The first one, which I gave 7 scoops, so it
Yeah.
made sense to go to 8.
Makes sense. You can count. That's great. Chris, what about you?
I agree with you, Brandon, that this is definitely better than the first one. But I don't know if it's a full number. So I am going 7.5 because I did give the first one 7. So I'm giving this one a 7.5.
Chris likes it more, but just by a hair, just by half a scoop. All right. What about you, Zane?
It's like that first
I think I know what brand this is. I'm envisioning memories from days past where I've enjoyed this on multiple occasions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna write a poem about this.
Please
do
don't.
it.
Please don't. I'm gonna give this a solid 8.5. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I feel like this isn't vanilla. I feel like this is vanilla bean, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Vanilla. All right.
I'm in the same boat as Zane, so I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go an 8 though. But this is some good ice cream. I bet if this was fresh out the freezer, it would be easily feel like a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It melts into a perfect consistency in your mouth.
Yeah, I genuinely like it a little melty.
And it's cold.
I wish I had some film right now.
No, just eat
James wishes he had some film. All right. Interesting. High scores all around.
If you like the movie Avengers
All right.
Endgame, you can go ahead and jump off this chat because that movie sucked.
All right. Let's go ahead with the brand guesses. We're gonna start with James.
Are we doing
Can we start? Can you give me a repeat on
We
the?
got Eddie's, Edie's, Briar's, Haagen-Dazs, Blue Bunny, and Dean's.
All right.
Dean's. I think I'm gonna go with the. I think I'm gonna go with the Haagen-Dazs on that one.
James goes with Haagen-Dazs.
I'm sorry about that, man.
That's okay.
This is 100% Briars. Yeah.
Zane feels very strongly about his ice cream flavors. What about you, Chris?
You know, when it had a few tasting notes in there that made me think it was. Yeah, honestly, yeah. And so, therefore, I'm gonna go with Haagen-Dazs. I'm with James on Haagen-Dazs, so that's.
All right, Chris goes Haagen-Dazs. What about you, Brandon?
I say I'm with Zane on this one.
Worst decision ever.
I'm going Briars for sure. I think I think Zane's right. So
All right, we're split down the middle. Interesting. What is the next brand? This one? All right. This is the next brand. We'll see what they have to say about this.
Oh, stop, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Briars is the one. Briars is the one with the black box with the gold script, and it looks Oh boy, get out of here! I love it.
Script.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Is it?
Stroking the air.
I couldn't find the bowl.
Oh, guys, we haven't been feeling the weight of the bowl like we did last week.
True.
Somebody says Chris has never been to Yellowstone. What do you have to say about that, Chris?
That's actually true. I
I've
literally
been there.
got it from my parents who went there like a year ago or so.
I've been there. Let me tell you.
Then why aren't you wearing the Yellowstone shirt? Huh?
Starting to get pretty melty.
Because
Who knows? I didn't go to Yellowstone.
what? Steve is chat champ today. Oh, it's Aaron. Aaron is chat champ today. Whoever it is.
You do or you don't know?
The mystery roaster in the comments.
It makes 100% that it's an Aaron comment. But
Guys, this ice cream's starting to get pretty melty. I feel like we gotta move this through this quick, or else it's gonna be hard to.
tasty though.
Oh, it's super tasty.
All right, what are we thinking about the flavor, the texture? What are we thinking?
I'm gonna put this one just slightly above the last one. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's slightly. I'm going 7.5 scoops. So in between the two, 7.5 scoops.
There you go.
All right, Brandon says 7.5 scoops. He's a little confused on his score.
I'm uncertain of that one.
What about you, Chris? Do you have a strong opinion on this one?
You know, I think I'm just gonna sit with a 7 on this one as well, because I don't think it's different than the first one we tried, but I can't say that this one's better than the first one. I think they're about the same, so I'm going with a 7.
About the same, pretty similar. What about you, Zane?
Yeah, I think this is a solid 6.5. Yep, it's good, but it's getting a little filmy. It's a little melted, which I'm trying not to allow. It's got some good textures, but I think I know what brand it is.
All right. What about you, James? What do you rate this?
You know, I think the flavor profile on this would have been a little different if it was a little more cold. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this is a 7, because I know what it should be.
Pretty consistent. There you go. Oh, dude, that's beautiful. That'll preach.
I know what it should be.
I know what it should be.
You know.
Okay, so now we're moving on to what brand you think it is.
Okay,
So,
you all wanna say them at the same time?
all right, and count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Edie's.
Bunny.
Edie's.
I have no idea what any of you said.
Yeah,
I said.
Okay.
Hey, your answer's locked in though.
Yeah.
So you can't change it.
No, I said.
Okay, hold up. All right, Zane.
Edie's.
Okay, Zane says Edie's. All right, Brandon.
I said Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs. Who's next? James.
Guys, that creamy base, that is none other than Blue Bunny. I'm just like,
Oh.
I'm not even front. That's gotta be.
He's got to know what Blue Bunny is, because he taste tested it.
Guys, that's the.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going with Edie's on this one.
Dude.
After James said Blue Bunny.
That's what we said, so we were locked in.
Okay. All right, the last one. This is the last one.
I'll let her kick you. Just kidding. That was dumb.
Guys, I just feel pretty confident about that one.
Yeah.
Getting to the last
It's
one.
known for just the creamiest of creamy ice creams.
I thought the first one was more creamy than that one.
Yeah, same.
No, I really think that was it.
Now.
Yeah, it's
Oh. All right.
You have to
We're going in.
pop that in my hand, please.
Now that we're on the last one, do you guys have any ending thoughts on this process?
Oh my god. Oh, this is bad.
Is this straight from a cow?
Oh my gosh!
Did you not do- did you do some-
comparison in this one is crazy.
Did you do something to this? This is bad.
We put poison in it.
It tastes like it's got like a whole bunch of really bad caramel syrup on it.
Well,
It's super sweet.
well, you ate all of it, so.
I gotta get the full taste.
Just scoop some onto your spoon and just start licking it.
Guys, the difference between
This is
this
not
one and the
good.
one we just tasted is just crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's
It's
way
like-
too much going on.
Oh, that's
I
like
don't like it. It's so. It feels like they were anticipating the taste of those plasticky waffle cones that are just really bad, and so they're like, "Why don't we just make the ice cream taste
Like,
like
you know
that
what?
too?"
That will soak the majority of it up. So just toss it in there.
All right, I'm going in. I'm doing it. 2 scoops.
2 scoops. Brandon says 2 scoops.
It's still ice cream.
Still ice cream.
All right, Chris, what do you think?
yeah. I'm going with a 3. It was
3 scoops.
it was a toughie.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
That's got to be one of those knockoff brands.
All right, Zane, what do you think?
I'm also concerned by, I know when these were scooped, and I'm concerned by the amount of meltedness it was already,
Yeah.
which has to play a factor into my decision, and I'm gonna give it a 2 as
But
well.
this was
Not good.
exponentially
'Kay.
meltier than all the others,
Yes.
which still makes me think it's one of those knockoff brands. So I'm gonna go with 2 scoops.
All right, 2 scoops.
That was a rough.
Okay.
Can we get a repeat of the name brands?
Would not be coned.
Yes. We have Dean's, Blue Bunny, Haagen-Dazs, Breyers, and Edie's.
Was this our last one?
Yeah.
This is our last one.
I haven't guessed this one yet, so I have to guess it.
All right, so Brandon.
I'm just gonna go with Edie's because it's the only one I haven't guessed yet. So.
Okay, he says Edie's. So you'd give it, what'd you give it, a 2?
2 scoops.
So you're giving Edie's a 2 scoops. Okay.
That's what you get for not even being able to pronounce the name of your ice cream.
You're the only one who could pronounce it. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Connoisseur of ice
All right, Chris, what do you think?
All right. Breyers or liars of ice cream?
dude.
This was bad.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going with Breyers.
After Zane said that he had such good childhood experiences with the Breyers, you're gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, you're just throwing it in his
You
face.
give it.
here's my defense.
Give you these hands is what
Here's
I'm
my
about
defense.
to give you.
They had a change of leadership, so
Oh.
Did they really?
I'm sure Breyers was fantastic when you were a little jelly bean, but right now, not great.
They're a big jelly bean.
Big old pinto bean.
Pinto bean smaller than most jelly beans? I don't know.
I don't think so, dude.
Okay. Zane, where you at?
I don't like it, but I have to guess that it's I have to guess that it's Haagen-Dazs because it's the only
No
one left.
way.
So I'm gonna say it's Haagen-Dazs, and I'm gonna go Haagen-Dazs, and it's not good.
Okay.
Well,
I'm stuck.
I'm not sure. I don't remember what I haven't said, but this has to be. It just has to be a knockoff brand. So I'm going Dean's. It's got to be the cheapest of the cheap ice creams.
I feel like James is gonna get all of these right, and I'm gonna be
He guessed Dean's
just
twice.
flabbergasted.
I guess
he's
Dean's
going
twice.
at 80%. So
I did guess Dean's already.
The only one you didn't have was Edie's, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, Edie's and Dean's that's a toss up for me. Like, it's the same price, same quality.
I don't know. I think Edie's markets themselves as a fancier ice cream.
Calvary said Zane is still technically in his childhood.
all right. All right. Who is it? Where are they at?
We're all getting roasted by you.
They also said, when do these guys find out that the girls licked the ice cream before serving it?
We knew about that.
Guys, that was
before.
that film we were talking about.
Yeah, we didn't know about that.
film.
Hey, can we take our blindfolds off?
Sure.
I win. I got. All right, let's total up some scores.
Yeah, let's get these scores going.
Oh,
What we
look
thought
at
was-
that,
Okay.
dude. That just looks gross.
I think you're
It's
supposed to.
yellow. That's.
I'll tell him which.
That's
But you're
cheap
supposed to
ice cream,
total up like based on
No
brand.
bueno.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what I
just.
did.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to walk us through?
But this isn't based on brand, is it? That's. what's
This is all the
scores?
same
Oh, okay. I
score.
see. All right. Cool.
So you want to just maybe give them
All
a.
right, Kyleigh, math genius.
You could just not tell us how many we got correct,
Did anybody
but
win?
just based
Okay.
on it, you could give us the rankings of what we thought was the worst,
Okay.
and best ice cream, and then we can go from there and do
So
how many we got right.
I feel like we were all pretty locked in, like as far as how many scoops we gave it. I think we all
Yeah.
pretty much agreed.
okay.
So, what
So
was the worst?
the worst overall was Dean's, which is the one you just ate. Okay. Then
I kind of wanted to go with it, but I was like, I just guess Edie's.
the second worst was Breyers.
Yes, I knew it.
Which is the one you guys all thought was Dean's. So yeah. Literally everyone gave it a Dean's. How do you feel, Zane, that you gave the Breyers a Dean's?
The one
one you liked, you roasted.
You roasted your favorite ice cream.
Look at it though.
The gold.
It's not even. This is white.
Look at the gold underneath it. It says.
If anything, that is a warm tan.
I'm losing it. How much did I give it?
A 4.
All right.
Oh wait, no, a 3.
3 scoops.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go take a.
All right. So then next up was, let's see, Edie's at 14.5.
Zane is the one who knocked it down because he gave it a 4. Everyone else gave at least a 6.5.
See.
To which one?
To Edie's. And then we have,
You're wrong.
Blue Bunny in at 28.
Okay. So Blue Bunny was the one that I thought was Briar's. I'm all right with it.
Yes.
Yeah, these last two.
No.
These last two jumped up by quite a few points.
No. Haagen.
I thought Haagen-Dazs was Briar's. Okay. Easily mistakable. You know.
Clearly not. You're like, this ice cream's so good, it reminds me of my childhood. And then you're like, this ice cream's trash.
He's like, I know it.
Well, my childhood was trash. So thank you for bringing it back up. Just kidding, Mom. If you're watching, just keep buying Briar's.
Regardless of according to the blind taste test results, I hate this ice cream, but just keep doing it. We'll like it again someday.
Maybe she's just been scooping the Haagen-Dazs and putting it in the Briars so you believe it.
That's something my mom would do, and I would be proud of it. Thank you.
A little comment from Kyleigh CH says Brandon's level of ketosis -25 trillion.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, so do you want to know, what are you doing over here now?
Yeah, let's
All
see
right,
how we
these are
did on.
how many they got right. So
0, right?
two of you got 0 right.
Oh no.
Who were those 2?
Zane,
Yeah.
you are correct.
It's Zane and
Brandon here.
Oh, good job, dude.
Yes.
do you have any words?
We're the only ones that have done keto, so we don't know what ice cream tastes like.
Tasted ice cream in years. Calorie CH.
Brandon, do you have any words?
No, I just want to, say I just sorry I let my family down. I'll let all of you down. This just was not a good outing. This I'm disappointed.
Are you letting them down because you got them all wrong or because you stopped your diet?
Yes to both. Yes to both. But actually, spoiler alert, I stopped that on Sunday when it was my birthday and ate cake. So there's that.
Okay.
Totally worth it.
In second place, we have
Chris Randall.
You worked at Blue Bunny.
correct.
He worked at Blue Bunny. Which one did I get?
That's literally that's like 10%.
Second place with 1.
Is second place second place?
Or is that 20%? That's 20%. 20%.
I got second place.
Technically, it's like third place. No,
It's
it's second place. Never mind.
second.
You Michael Jordan? Because that's your batting average, dude.
Oh no.
There could be worse things to do.
Am I the goat in basketball?
Yeah, but we're talking baseball though.
All right, and our winner on the ice cream taste test with 3 correct is James Teichman.
5. That's pretty good.
That's not bad at all.
I felt.
Did you get the Blue Bunny one
Yeah, did I get the Blue Bunny right?
He did get it.
Guys, it's the
Props to you.
creamy. It's the it's
to you.
they have a distinct cream flavor, and we used to go to they had like a factory, and you could go and like get all the flavors there and just like scoop them out. Just remember that creamy base. This is like all that it's about,
Yeah.
So
And you guys came back right when we ended.
We have some special guests.
I'd like to take this time to announce my retirement from ice cream taste testing.
What was the winner?
I won. By far.
He like leaves his spoon on the table and just walks away.
Okay.
you guys want to guess one? Oh, we don't have any more. Hey, everyone, we are grateful that you guys joined us today. So if you have any ideas of what you want us to do for next week's Tasty Thursday, last week we threw up. If you didn't get to see that, that is probably worth your time, depending on how you would like to use your time. But you can go back and watch any of these. So if you have any ideas of what you'd like us to do for next week's Tasty Thursday, let us know. And Chris is on it. Chris has been killing it with the Tasty Thursday content for you guys. And so don't forget, we got Monday, we have trivia. Monday is the podcast. We have Tuesday trivia. And then Thursday, come back for Tasty Thursday. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. And as always, we got Collective Live on Wednesdays, and we look forward to hanging out with you guys. So we will see you guys later.